Hey, this is Tim Bilecki, managing partner of Bilecki, and I'm in the car in Grafenwehr, Germany, and we just won. It was a full not guilty verdict. All charges and specifications not guilty. I'm still a little bit fired up, and more than anything, it's more than fired up. I'm just really grateful. I'm grateful that the jury in this particular case listened to all the evidence. I'm grateful that they applied the law, and I'm grateful that they found our client not guilty, because I truly believe it was the right result. In this case, this was what we believe to be a completely fabricated and false allegation. We had alibi witnesses in this case that didn't even have our client in the house where this incident allegedly occurred. The identification was completely wrong. There was evidence that was exculpatory that we found, that we provided to the government, that we provided to the prosecutors. And just the way the system works, it inevitably was not enough to stop the trial, but we went through the process. My client got a fair trial. The prosecutors did a very good job. It was extraordinarily professional, and just overall good work on all sides. And I'm just really grateful that the jury, I believe, got this right, because for my client, it just changed his life. And I guess that's the most important thing we do. You see me smiling on the video, I think. I'm really far from home right now. I'm 18, 20 hours from home, all the way in Germany. I'm back, my family's back in Hawaii. But doing this, having that type of an impact on someone's life and being able to change their future and to make sure that justice is served makes it all worthwhile. Sometimes they say life is lived in moments, and whether that's moments that you live yourself or that you see. The moment today was after the trial. My client has a beautiful daughter, and she's not even 4 years old, about the same age as my middle child. And she was there with the family, kind of watching the trial. And after that verdict came down, I saw her run up to her dad, my client, and he picked her up and held her, and he said, "Daddy's coming home," because he's going to leave the Army. He's going to be honorably discharged. He's by his choice. He was held beyond his ETS date, beyond his DROS for over a year, and he's going to be heading back home to his family who live in Guam, out in the Pacific. That moment where he says, "Daddy's coming home," and you see the smile, you see the relief, you see the burden that's not there anymore, and you see his fiance and their marriage plans just got put on hold for over a year, almost 2 years, because of this. When all that weight drops, when that burden drops, when justice is served, it renews your faith in the system. It renews your faith that juries get it right, that when you work hard, when you present the evidence, when you don't just take what the government gives you in terms of their investigation, that even though this process took nearly 2 years, and I got to know my client really well, and Joey, I'm sure you're watching this, it was an absolute honor to know you and an honor to represent you, and you're someone I call a friend. And just to watch that weight get dropped makes all of the hard work worth it. It makes all of the time commitment worth it. It makes the stress, because this stuff's extraordinarily stressful. There are 12, 15-hour days, and I'm running on about 2 Red Bulls of smart water and whatever else I've had to eat today, which isn't much. But I guess the bottom line is justice was served, and I am just incredibly happy for my client. He's with his family now. In about a week or so, he'll be back on a plane with his family to Guam. He's going to pick up his life back there and move on. Mission accomplished. Not guilty of all charges and specifications. I'm just honored, again, to be here, and I'm extraordinarily grateful. And I guess if you're in a situation as well where you're feeling hopeless, you're far from home, you think the odds are against you, or you just don't believe that justice will be served, you're innocent, you're not guilty of what you're charged with, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time, whatever the circumstances, please let this verdict just be just one example. Now, every case is different, but if you fight for what is right, if you fight for what is important, and you do the right thing and present all of the evidence to a jury, that you can get the result that you need, that you can be acquitted, you can be found not guilty, and you can walk through the other side. And there is light at the end of the tunnel, and there is light after the darkness. Until next time, take care, and aloha from Germany. This is Tim Bilecki.